silence is often perceived as a void, an absence that begs to be filled. Yet, this perception overlooks the profound richness that silence can embody. In many spiritual traditions, silence is revered as a sacred space where one can connect with the divine or the inner self. Meditation practices across cultures emphasize the importance of silence as a pathway to enlightenment. In these moments of quietude, individuals can strip away the distractions of the external world and confront their innermost thoughts and feelings. This introspective silence fosters self-awareness, allowing individuals to gain insights into their motivations, desires, and fears. Consider the practice of mindfulness, which encourages individuals to embrace silence as a means of grounding themselves in the present moment. By focusing on their breath and allowing thoughts to drift by without judgment, practitioners learn to appreciate the beauty of silence. This practice not only cultivates a sense of peace, but also enhances emotional regulation. In a society that often glorifies busyness and noise, embracing silence can be a radical act of self-care. It invites individuals to slow down, reflect, and reconnect with their essence. However, the relationship between silence and mental health is complex. For some, silence can be a source of solace, a refuge from the chaos of the outside world. Yet, for others, it can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and despair. The internal dialogue that fills the silence can become a breeding ground for negative thoughts, leading to a cycle of self-criticism and anxiety. This duality highlights the importance of context when considering the role of silence in our lives. In therapeutic settings, silence can play a crucial role in the healing process. Therapists often use silence strategically, allowing clients to process their thoughts and emotions without interruption. This intentional use of silence can create a safe space for individuals to explore their feelings, confront painful memories, and ultimately find their voice. The power of silence in therapy lies in its ability to facilitate deep introspection and foster a sense of trust between the therapist and client. Yet, the therapeutic relationship is not immune to the complexities of silence. There may be moments when a client feels compelled to speak, yet struggles to find the words. This tension can be indicative of deeper issues, such as fear of vulnerability or past trauma. In these instances, the therapist's role becomes even more critical. By acknowledging the discomfort of silence and encouraging exploration, therapists can help clients navigate their fears and reclaim their narratives. In the realm of social dynamics, silence can serve as both a weapon and a shield. In group settings, individuals may choose to remain silent to avoid conflict or maintain harmony. This phenomenon, often referred to as groupthink, can stifle creativity and innovation, as dissenting voices are silenced in favor of conformity. The pressure to conform can be particularly pronounced in hierarchical structures, where subordinates may feel compelled to suppress their opinions to align with those in power. This dynamic raises important questions about the role of leadership in fostering an environment where silence is not equated with agreement. Effective leaders recognize the value of diverse perspectives and actively encourage open dialogue by creating a culture that values input from all members. Leaders can harness the power of collective intelligence, driving innovation and fostering a sense of belonging. In contrast, silence can also serve as a powerful form of resistance. When marginalized communities face systemic oppression, silence can become a tool for survival. The decision to remain silent in the face of injustice can be a calculated choice, a way to navigate a hostile environment without drawing attention. However, this silence can also be a form of protest, a refusal to engage with a system that seeks to dehumanize or erase one's identity. The act of breaking this silence requires immense courage. Individuals who choose to speak out against injustice often face significant risks, including social ostracism, retaliation, or even violence. Yet, history is replete with examples of individuals who have defied the odds, using their voices to challenge the status quo and advocate for change. The civil rights movement, for instance, was fueled by the courageous voices of those who refused to remain silent in the face of systemic racism. Their collective action, often accompanied by powerful speeches and peaceful protests, demonstrated the transformative potential of breaking silence. In contemporary society, social media has emerged as a powerful platform for amplifying voices that have long been silenced. Movements such as #Black Lives Matter and #Me to have harnessed the power of digital communication to share stories, raise awareness, and mobilize action. In these spaces, silence is actively challenged as individuals come together to confront injustice and demand accountability. The collective act of sharing personal narratives creates a sense of solidarity, fostering a community of support and empowerment. Yet, the digital landscape also presents challenges. While social media can amplify marginalized voices, it can also perpetuate silence through harassment and intimidation. The anonymity of the internet can embolden individuals to silence dissenting opinions, creating a hostile environment for those who dare to speak out. This paradox underscores the need for continued advocacy and support for those who choose to break their silence in the face of adversity. As we reflect on the complexities of silence, it becomes evident that it is not a monolith. Silence can embody a myriad of meanings, shaped by individual experiences, cultural contexts, and societal dynamics. It can be a source of strength, a refuge for introspection, or a tool for resistance. However, it can also perpetuate cycles of oppression, stifle creativity, and hinder personal growth. In navigating our relationship with silence, it is essential to cultivate awareness. Recognizing when silence serves us and when it hinders us is a crucial step toward empowerment. This awareness invites us to examine our motivations for remaining silent or speaking out. Are we choosing silence as a means of self-preservation, or are we silencing ourselves out of fear or shame? Conversely, are we breaking silence to assert our voices, or are we speaking out to conform to societal expectations? This journey to understanding silence is deeply personal. Each individual must grapple with their relationship to silence and the ways it shapes their experiences. For some, this may involve embracing silence as a source of strength, while for others, it may require confronting the fears that have kept them silent for too long. As we continue to explore the theme of silence, it is essential to recognize the power of storytelling. Sharing our experiences, whether through writing, art, or conversation, allows us to break the silence that often surrounds our struggles. Storytelling serves as a bridge, connecting individuals through shared narratives and fostering empathy. In this way, silence transforms from a barrier into a pathway for connection and understanding. In conclusion, the phrase "kill them with your silence" serves as a powerful reminder of the multifaceted nature of silence. It invites us to reflect on the ways silence shapes our lives, our relationships, and our world. As we navigate the complex